always awesome to talk with you. I'm a big fan of your work. I try to throw a curveball or two at the beginning. So if someone has never seen anything that you've ever done, what's the first thing you want them watching and why?
I think things pretty much worked out the way they should be. Like, I think Full Metal Jacket is the first thing that I did, and I think I would prefer that to be the first thing anybody sees, you know. And I think it pretty much follows in succession after that. You know, I think I've had that kind of career where opportunities have come up at the right time and in the right order. So yeah, I'll stick with Full Metal Jacket as the first one.
As I said before, I'm a big fan of your work, and I love talking to actors about like how they actually get ready for doing like a tough scene. So I'm curious, if you're filming something really tough on a Monday, maybe it's really dramatic, maybe it's really emotional. How early on are you getting ready for a scene like that? Can you maybe take me through the way you kind of, you know, your process, if you will?
It's different for each part. In this particular case with Unforgivable, it's you know, it was important that I recognized her trauma, Sandra's character's trauma that she was going through. So I gave my character a backstory of being in the military and becoming a lawyer after that. You know, having his education in the military as well, and so I wanted to be able to recognize PTS and in somebody, and so I gave him the military background, and I gave him a experience in that himself. And so I think that so when I was thinking about that one particular heavy scene in the movie, where she's really clearly suffering from some kind of trauma, I think that you know, I wanted, you know, I wanted to be fresh in my mind how you really have to have empathy towards somebody that's been through an extreme trauma, no matter what you think of it, whether you believe in what that person believes in or not. You know, it's trauma is real, and you have to be careful with it. You have to be careful not to judge too harshly. And so that in other films would be different. I would do different things, you know, but this particular thing was research and a few documentaries and stuff that I could look at to make me go in with something substantial.
You have played a lot of tough guys, and I'm just curious if the appeal of this role specifically was that you're I don't want to use the term soft, but you have a more sensitive side and a more caring side, if you will, to your character.
Oh, for sure. You know, I wanted it to be, I didn't want it to be so, I wanted him to look, you know, like a real guy, like you know, I wanted him to look tough with you know, I wanted him to look hard, but with a soft interior. And so, yeah, no, I would agree. I think it is attractive to me to play parts like that occasionally, you know, especially if you're working with really good actors. It's like playing any fun role, you know. And if the script is there and the script works, it's all good. But yeah, I think you're spot on. I think that it was an attraction to play somebody that was kind of had a softer look on life and wanted the best for people, even though eventually he gets frustrated by her, but and has enough. But he does initially try. And I like the fact that he looks the way he looks in the movie, and yet still has a soft interior.
You got to work. You had a lot of scenes with Viola and Sandra. I would imagine these are very tough days on set when you have to work with the two of them. I mean, they're not professional at all. They're not good actors. You really got to carry the scenes that you're in those with them, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's pretty much the opposite of that.
Right.
Yeah. It's they are extremely well prepared actresses or actors, and both of them are very different and their styles are very different. But, for instance, Sandra, she's such a professional. She comes in fully loaded, like, honestly, like, she is so ready when she gets there. She's so well informed. Both of them are very well informed. But, she is clearly playing the part in a that's very close to who, to a part of herself, and that's always fantastic to work with. And then, Viola is just this visceral human being. She's so, this lady is smart, and she's, she knows how to emote, many different colors of emotions, and in one scene. And she's just, to be able to, work with Viola and watch her juggle all these different things when the camera's rolling, it's fantastic. It's something that I've tried to achieve my whole career, and so it's just this kind of visceral thing that goes on. And you just can't have, for an actor, for the reason why I'm in this business is to have fun like that. Like, that to me is fun, no matter how heavy the day is or whatever the scene is about. Some scenes are fun, some are not so fun when in this business, but they're all kind of fun when it's going well. You got a good script, you have great actors. It's the best it can be.
You directed recently. You've directed a few things. Are you thinking about doing another feature anytime soon?
I am, yeah. There's I just offered one the other day. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not, but yeah, no, I'm developing something, and we're trying to get it off the ground. So yes.
Is there anything that you can tease, or are you keeping it all close to the vest?
No, I think I'll keep it close to the vest until it becomes more real. I don't like talking about things unless they become totally real. And so it's not totally real yet, but it's very close.
I completely get it. My last thing for you about the film, I really appreciate that it is depicting, there's like no easy answers in this movie. It's dealing with stuff in a very realistic way. Can you sort of talk about that aspect?
Yeah, one of the things that attracted me to the movie is that it has substance, and that there are a lot of fun things to do these days because of all the streaming channels, and because the venues are just abundant, and within those venues there's all these different types of movies and different types of directors and writing that you can work with and companies you can work for, and it's so much fun. I love it. But I still am mostly attracted to stories that have substance. And when you can bring a story together that has substance and is still like a kind of thriller, like this film Unforgivable, it's like, it's a good combination. You feel like anyway, so I feel like I'm going in and my job is to service that story. And I think it's important, I think it's important to have a, when I have the chance to create a character that's going through a human experience with somebody else, and it's to somebody else that's driving the human experience, or it could be my character that's driving the human experience. But I think in this day and age, it's important to every once in a while tell stories that are about the human experience.
No, I completely agree. Thank you for giving me your time. Congrats on the movie. I hope a ton of people watch. Have a great day.
Thanks, man. See ya.